So, good morning everyone. Thanks ever so much for joining me today. My name is Andrew Cowling and I'm the Senior Channel Marketing Specialist at PFU EMEA Limited. If I've not spoken to you already this year, then Happy New Year. I'd like to wish you and your family all the success, health, happiness for 2020. Another exciting year, I'm sure, in terms of your business and certainly our business at PFU. So thank you for your support and look forward to working with you this coming year. Apologies if the sound isn't so good. I'm struggling to get my headset to work, so I'm going through the audio on my computer. I'll keep an eye on the questions so that if there is anything that comes up around audio, then I can address that. But I'm going to get cracking. Today's webinar is around ScanSnap and predominantly the ScanSnap IX1500. And I wanted to talk to you about our promotion, our brand new promotion that started this month, and a little bit about how can we help you to work with your customer bases and internally just to raise awareness and hopefully push the promotion out there. So really looking at the promotion and really focusing on the ScanSnap IX1500. So last year, from January the 1st to the 16th of May, we did our first iteration of buy an IX1500 ScanSnap machine and get a free ScanSnap IX100. Some of our takeouts from the promotion was that this was one of our highest ever redemption rates. So for those that have worked with us for a long time will know that we often do end user promotions, and in the past we've done things like cashback, we've done an SP buy one get one free promotion, but predominantly they've been around the cashback side of things. Redemption rates can be a little bit hit and miss, but this was one of our highest ever redemption rates for the first time that we ran this promotion. We had a huge number of people visiting our where to buy section on our corporate site, so we were doing a lot of manufacturer led marketing. So this might be things such as advertising, social media, PR, trade shows that were driving people to our where to buy site, and within that site are logos that people can click on that will be then directed to a product page that would be hosted perhaps on one of your websites, where that customer can then go and buy. What I'd certainly encourage you as an action is, if you would like to be on that where to buy section, there are a number of boxes to tick around criteria as to what we would like you to do to enable you to be on that page. But we're more than happy to have that conversation and get you on there, and then you can start experiencing those leads that we're generating and driving to you that are hopefully converting into sales. Interestingly enough, we had a big uplift, not just on sales of the IX1500 scanner, but fun enough also on the IX100 itself. The reason we put behind that is that we were generating awareness around the ScanSnap brand, and perhaps we were having people that say, I really like the concept of ScanSnap and what it can do for me, but I don't want to be spending 350, 400 euros on this, but I'll actually get the IX100 instead. So interestingly enough, whilst we saw a big increase in the sales of the IX1500, we also saw a large increase in sales of IX100. So another action there that I'd like to say is let's work together to make sure that both of these products are represented as best as they can on your website, in any of your marketing and communications that you're putting out to your channel partners, so that we can maximize growth of both of those. And I should have probably looked, but I'd imagine as well that we may have seen an increase across the ScanSnap brand in general as we raised that awareness. Thanks to all you partners for getting involved. Thanks to distribution for working with your partners and communicating the message out there. But we had a huge number of transacting resellers, so a very impressive breadth, which shows that a lot of partners were getting involved, communicating out and selling that product. A few other takeouts that we were getting from the promotion is that a large number of the redempted claims were through the Amazon platform. We don't actively promote the promotion on Amazon, but unfortunately human nature says that I will look at a piece of marketing from a partner or from the manufacturer. That's got me wanting to buy, and then people tend to then go through, unfortunately, their routes, which again is why I'd like to work with you, with your account managers, to see what more can we do in terms of value add to make sure that you are getting that sale. We had a nearly a 20% redemption rate overall for this first iteration of the promotion, and amazingly that was 70% in Germany. So you can see how sort of extreme it is, where you've got a huge redemption rate in Germany. The UK sat typically just below the 19%, but then we had a few countries that were very, very low. So whether that's because the promotion just didn't work, it didn't reach those end users, or people just forgot to claim. So that was the first run of the promotion. And for the second promotion, we're doing exactly the same thing. We have slightly different dates. So we started January the 6th, so Monday of last week, and this time we're running to the end of April. So you might remember the first promotion we initially ran until the end of March, and then we extended it. So what we've done this time is we've taken those learnings and said, right, well, let's really capitalize on this biggest quarter of ours, Q4, and make sure we pick up all that business and help you get that business until the end of March. But then let's push it another month into our Q1, so fiscal year Q1, to just to help keep those sales going along. The other thing I forgot to mention around the last promotion is that you'll probably remember we still had the IX 500 products massively in stock. So that was another factor around perhaps why it didn't take off as much as we'd have liked in terms of the huge uplift. We would have liked to have seen more, and I think that's what we'll see with this promotion, because IX 500 is now completely out of stock. So new promotion, take two, 6th of January to the 30th of April, and we have that listed in 12 countries, or applicable in 12 countries. Please don't drop off the call if you're not within one of these countries, because there were many conversations internally around where should we host this promotion, and this is basically end users based in these countries as well as the partner based in these countries. Not saying it will, but there may well be opportunities for other countries to be added to this list. But also, if you are a reseller in a country not in this list and would like to get involved, then please talk to your account manager. Please talk to us. There's no reason why, if you see the potential within your market for selling ScanSnap and making the best of this promotion, there's no reason why we can't entertain that conversation. I've got a few slides now on the IX 1500 itself. I know I build this webinar as the ScanSnap range, but when I did this pretty much same webinar last week, it pretty much hit half an hour as it was just with some slides on this one product itself. So this is the IX 1500. Hopefully you're very much aware of this, but we do have demo units available at discounted pricing. So if you'd like to get hold of one of those, have a play, give to your sales guys to take out on the road, put in your showroom, you can. You're allowed to sell that after 90 days. So we have discounted pricing. And this is the IX 100. So very much a mobile portable device. It has a rechargeable battery, allowing you to scan through the sheet feeder, whether that's through the path that you see there or straight through. And that will take everything from receipts to business cards to everyday A4 documents. Scan straight to the cloud, scan straight to your smart device via a Wi-Fi connection or via an app on your phone, and then instantly access that information wherever you want it to be. Both machines have something called ScanSnap Cloud, which will automatically recognize the type of document that's being scanned and route that accordingly. So you can imagine this for community workers or mobile workers that perhaps want to scan receipts. the scanner will recognize that a receipt has been scanned and send that off to your expense system. If it sees a standard A4 document, that can go straight to Dropbox. So again, if it's a community worker scanning at patients' houses, those documents could go straight to a cloud account that can then be accessed by a GP, doctor, or anyone in that healthcare spectrum. So a very, very useful portable scanner. And how we're really billing this is the IX1500 is everything you need when you're in the office, and the IX100 is everything you need when you're not in the office. 200 documents on a full charge, that can be charged via USB. You're scanning in about 5 seconds, and there's a whole bunch of software that comes with that model just to help that personal productivity along. So a few slides on the IX1500. Where we position the IX1500 is very much as a personal productivity device. This is very much a machine that will enable companies to work smarter. This could be everyone from your small business right up to medium-sized businesses and large corporates that might want to spread the ScanSnap brand across multiple departments. Very much about efficiencies and how moving from paper-based processes to digital ones are going to benefit the company in terms of saving money, saving time, and really just helping to increase productivity and embrace all those things that going digital can achieve, such as compliance, such as just generally working smarter. So the scanner itself has an inbuilt touchscreen. So this is great because what this allows you to do is decide where you want something to go first, put your documents in, and press the scan button. Previous ScanSnap generations, or some of the current ScanSnap generations, as well as the previous IX500, you would scan first and then decide where you want that document to go. So with the IX1500, you can set up to 30 profiles, choose where you want that document to go, press the scan button, and away that goes. This is a multi-user device, so up to 4 licenses come with the product that enables you to set up multicolored profiles if you wish. So you may have some blue buttons that are for accounts, you may have some red buttons that are for HR, some green buttons for other people within the organization. And these could be things like scan to an email address, it could be scanned straight to a cloud account, it could be things like scanning straight to Excel or Word, creating those editable documents. So really easy, seamless scanning and distribution to a whole sort of raft of applications and destinations. I've mentioned about the multiple users, so as you can well imagine, that's very appropriate for, again, small businesses that might have an accountant, that might have an admin person that wants to set up and scan, but also as you move up through medium to larger businesses. So whatever their job function, whatever they'd like to do, walk up to the IX1500, scan your documents, away they go. It's double-sided. You can get up to 50 sheets in the ADF, and that can scan now at 30 pages a minute. The beauty of the ADF now is that we have bundled with the product. It's not within the picture. I don't think it's within any of the pictures I've got in this PowerPoint, but it has a guide, a feed guide, I suppose, that you can clip on the front, and that would take things like receipts. So it's better positioning of your documents within this feed guide, so that you can scan a mixed batch from receipts to courier slips to invoices and so on. We bundle IX1500 now with ScanSnap Home, or we always have, but this is the first ScanSnap where we bundle ScanSnap Home, and this is all about how can we provide more advanced software to help you manage your documents, become better organized, and basically more intuitively run your scan operation. So ScanSnap Home, I'd certainly encourage you to have a chat with your account manager. We can get you an evaluation copy so you can understand a bit more about how it works, how it sits within within ScanSnap and how that can help enable you in terms of managing and organizing documents. ScanSnap can intuitively adapt to how you use it. So we not only have the traditional intuitive nature of ScanSnap that would allow you to throw a mixed batch of documents through the machine, it will intuitively crop, it will intuitively take out any deskew, it will automatically rotate, it will scan in color or black and white depending on the document, it will automatically take out blank pages. So really taking out the hassle for that operator both pre, during and post the scan process. But what it can also do now is it can automatically suggest names. It will understand how you work, how you name something, and then suggest a name after that. It will keep learning, it will keep getting better, so that real artificial intelligence that's helping the operator's life to get easier and easier as you scan more documents through the machine. And of course, a design that works. It's you'll see in the first image that we had, it will close up. It will automatically power up when it's closed up. It sits in a nice compact space on the desktop. It's always ready to go, and we'll take the hassle out of that scanning process. So as I say, please, the action or the ask here really is, if you've not had a play with it, if you've not seen it, then please buy a demo unit, speak to an account manager who should be able to pop in and do some demonstrations, come and visit us at trade shows, and we can just show you how that is working and how that can benefit your customer base. In terms of some of the other traditional vertical markets, we're getting a lot of success at the moment in the UK around accountants and bookkeepers. Particularly pertinent this time of year when people are doing tax returns. They've got the HRMC on their back around making tax digital and making sure they tick those right boxes around VAT returns, income tax, and so on. So we're finding a lot of accountants are using this to digitize their clients' paperwork, but also they're getting sick of their clients' paperwork, so they're actually asking their clients to digitize in the first place. So there's a big opportunity there for accountants to, or for you to speak to accountants to speak to their customer base about ScanSnap. Small businesses in general, you can see the need for them to be scanning documents, becoming more efficient, more organized. We sell a lot of ScanSnap into some of the verticals such as education, to legal, healthcare in some respects, when they're not perhaps so needing the FI range. So there's a real wealth of vertical markets. More than happy to help you with content around how can we reach out to some of those prospects. In terms of the mechanics of the new promotion, I really want to draw your attention to some of the key terms and conditions that we have. These are the same as last year, but they did cause a lot of questions, a lot of upset end users, I suppose you could say, that didn't quite understand the process. So the first process is submitting the claim. Your customer has to wait 30 days from the date at which they bought the product before they can start their claim process. They can't go on the website now, click the button, select a date that's 30 days in advance, and then go through the document. They have to wait 30 days. Once that 30 days has started, they've then only got a 30-day window at which to complete their claim. So essentially between day 30 and day 60 of the date of their invoice is that window to claim. So the message to you guys is that please make sure that when you're initially communicating with that customer that's bought the product, to let them know that they need to wait 30 days and here's the URL they need to go to. But also, why not phone up customers after 30 days and say, have you submitted your claim? It's a lovely value add message. You can talk to them about how they're using their ScanSnap, how they're finding it, and it may even lead to conversations about extended warranty, consumable kits, cleaning kits, and so on. So please make them very aware of the claim window. The other thing, as I mentioned a minute ago, is that we are fulfilling the claim. So the claim will be submitted on our corporate site, our corporate ScanSnap site. At this website, there's a start your claim process. That will come to us. We will validate that claim, and then we will fulfill that claim. So you don't have to do anything in terms of the free IX100. Send out the IX1500 as usual. We will manage the IX100. In terms of what the customer needs to provide in the claim, they need to upload their invoice, and obviously within that invoice will be the purchase date. It may or may not have the serial number and part number on the invoice, but of course that will be on the product that the customer has sat hopefully there. So that will allow them to complete the claim. As I say, we validate that. We will process the claim within 7 days of receipt, and then deliver that IX100 within 21 days of approval. I'd really like your help with this, and how can we make this very visible on your website and in your comms? Because as you can imagine, and I'm sure everyone's got a story of the last promotion, we had customers on day one getting cross, saying, where is my free IX100? I expected to get it with the IX1500s. We had customers who couldn't understand why they couldn't claim straight away. We have customers still now, 250, 300 days later, why can I not claim my free IX100s? So I just want to work with you to manage those expectations and make it very clear what we have set for the terms and conditions for the promotion. It is an end user promotion only, so there is not the ability, unfortunately for you as our reseller partners, to claim a free IX100 yourself. But yeah, there's a slide later on where we do have something for you. We are doing a number of channel comms, so hopefully by virtue of the fact that you're on the webinar today means that you've probably got our comms around the webinar itself, which means you're a member of the channel program. If you're not, then I'd certainly encourage you to sign up, because we are regularly sending out communications around the promotion to our base, and as the weeks go on, so we will talk to you more about what are some of the potential conversations with your customers, how can we help you position the products to your customer base. So lots of thoughtful leadership pieces, positioning, how to sell to certain sectors, and the channel program has a wealth of that sort of enablement activity already. So please log in, please have a play. We have some good webinars that I've done before on selling to certain sectors. We have some nice toolkits for the products themselves, and what the other great thing that we have is a very comprehensive toolkit for the promotion itself. So we've invested a lot of time and money to create this toolkit that you can download and you can use wherever you see fit. So huge number of banners that could sit on your website, that could sit as an email signature. We have print adverts, we have email copy blocks. These are great. These are .oft files that will allow you to double click on one of these and it will automatically pop up into your Outlook or email platform, and then click send. It's as simple as that. We have web copy blocks that you can upload to your website, obviously, and a load of product stamps. So replace the product stamps that you've currently got with these that talk about a free IX100 worth X number of pounds or euros. So a whole host of material that you can download is all free of charge, and then you can get out there promoting this to your customers. Imaging rewards. We have an imaging rewards platform. It's always part of my monthly webinar to talk about this. So hopefully you all know about it. You know the benefits and what can be achieved by logging sales and accumulating those points. Two things to mention, or three things to mention. One is that if you were to click here, refer a colleague partner, then you can refer someone that may be brand new to your company, that's not on the plan at the moment, or there may even be another company that you think, actually I know so-and-so would be interested in joining up. You do this, they get reconciled, you get extra points for doing that. So really appreciate as many people as we can to join Imaging Rewards. For the month of January and likely through the quarter, we have double points on the IX1500 model. So that's the reward, I guess, to you guys, is that if we can help you get out there and start selling these products to your customers, we can then make sure that you're logging these, or you log these, and we'll give you double points. And you'd be surprised how quickly that you can accumulate points for selling the IX1500, and it won't be long before you've maybe got enough to buy yourself an iPad. I was going to say a holiday in the sun, but that might be, you might need to add a few FI scanners into that as well to achieve that. We also have double points on the ScanSnap S1300i, just to recognise that we hopefully will sell other ScanSnaps as part of the promotion. We have bonus points on warranty plans. So every warranty extension that you sell with any of our products, we will give bonus points. And one tile I've not got on here, which we've extended over since last quarter, is the N7100. So the N7100 is a network device, very much for distributed capture within departments. So we can help you market that as well if you'd like, if you've got some opportunities, and that's double points on that machine. The third thing to mention here, and I should have mentioned this earlier because this is actually probably one of the most important things around this product and the promotion, is that we actually won a really important award from the Document Management Group, or the Document Manager magazine, I should say, and they voted the IX1500 as Hardware Product of the Year. So within that toolkit, we have this logo. We were really proud of the award. We also won Company of the Year at that event, so it's a hugely successful event for us. But we can make that available, and hopefully that might just be the next step to push your customer over the line to buy, because it's that accolade that says actually this is the final tick in the box. I think this is mine. Oh no, I've got one more slide. So just to sort of chat again about some actions, I've spoken to you about the toolkit. So please join our platforms if you haven't already. Download the toolkit and see where you might find some interesting items that you could use to promote. One of the key things is what are the opportunities within your existing ScanSnap customer base? ScanSnap is now, I think it must be 12 years old, so there's a lot of old machines out in the field. I can think back as far as the S500, and then I think it was a 4110. But anyway, there's a huge generation of ScanSnap machines that is probably worth speaking to around how are you scanning. Did you know there's now a new IX1500 that can do this, this, and this, and we have an IX100 for free at the moment with it. So there's any questions to your existing ScanSnap base. Of course, other models, other competitor models. Is there anyone there that that might be worth talking to about upgrading? But also the big conversation we often have is, I have a multifunction device, why do I need a scanner? We never position the need to have a scanner instead of your multifunction device, but we have a wealth of content around why you need a scanner in addition to your multifunction device. So talk to us about that. We've got some good information, and that could be a nice sale to your multifunction customers that might want to take that next step into more dedicated document management. And also, how can we reach some of your new prospects? How can we help you build your customer base? How can we help you target markets that you perhaps haven't in the past? So your solicitors, your accountants, your estate agents, those people that are very, very burdened with paperwork, those people that want to address compliance concerns, they want to become more GDPR compliant, Brexit on the horizon. How can we help you target some of the heavy export-import customers that might suddenly be faced with a lot more paperwork? How can we talk to HR and recruitment agencies about staff and onboarding, education around student onboarding. So whole wealth of different verticals we can help target. So I'd love to work with you on that. Talk to your account manager, talk to me, and we can push that out there. And then my very last slide, there's the URL for the channel program. Always encourage you, get in there, have a look, have a play, see what else is in there that you might not have seen in the past. That's where, as I say, we host the toolkit, we host the demo units. So if you want to buy a demo unit, then please do so. We also have syndicated content. So we have, for all our products, all our consumables, we have dedicated content at CNET, IceCat. IceCat is very much the language content side of things. So a whole wealth of languages within IceCat. We have some very good ScanSnap related language content across our core languages. Web Collage is just in English, but very good rich content. What we can't do through syndication is talk about the promotion, because we have no control as to which country that ends up in. So we're not allowed, we choose not to, in some instances, to have content within those platforms around the promotion. So that was it really. A little bit over time, so apologies about that, but I hope you're as excited and eager to go as we are around the promotion. We're really pleased with the work that we've done to create a lot of content, and we think we're in a good position to help you get this out there to your customer base. So please just shout, please use us, please work with us. That's it really. I've got one lengthy question, but what I'll do is I'll come back to that separately, because I'm struggling to scroll up and down to read it properly. So thank you ever so much for your time, and yeah, I look forward to speaking soon. Bye-bye.